I approach the front of my vehicle. I check overall condition for damage. No cracked or broken lights. Amber lenses on front, top to bottom. Underneath vehicle, I check for leaks of fuel, oil, and coolant. I open my engine. Check my engine oil. Proper level above the add line. Engine coolant, proper level. My coolant pump, specify if it is belt or gear driven. It is securely mounted, no leaks. Alternator, specify if it is gear or belt driven. It is securely mounted, no damage to housing or wiring. There cannot be no more than 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch deflection, no cuts, frays, and no excessive wear. All coolant hoses are secure, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Air compressor, specify if it is gear or belt driven, securely mounted, and no leaks. Power steering fluid, proper level, no leaks or damage to reservoir. My steering assembly, my steering shaft and U-joint are securely mounted and no damage. My steering box is securely mounted, no damage, no leaks. My hoses are securely mounted, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My steering linkage, my pitman arm, drag arm, upper and lower steering arm, steering knuckle, and tie rod ends are securely mounted, no damage or missing nuts, bolts, or pins. My front suspension, my front and rear spring hangers are securely mounted, no damage or missing bushes. My spring stack are in proper alignment, no cracked, broken, or missing springs, no welds. My U-bolts are securely mounted. There's no cracked, broken, or missing nuts or bolts. My shock absorbers are securely mounted, no dents, no leaks. My brake assembly, brake hoses are secure, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Brake chamber is secure, no cracks, dents, or leaks. Specify if it is service brakes or spring brakes. If it is service brakes, there cannot be no more than 3/4 to an inch play. If it is spring brakes, it is at a 90-degree angle to my push rod. My brake linings, there are no cracked or missing parts, and they are not worn dangerously thin. My brake drum, there is no cracks or missing parts and no non-factory welds. There is no grease or oil on my drum lines. I'm checking my wheel assembly. Both sides of my wheel for bends, dents, cracks, no non-factory welds. I'm checking my tire. Both sides for embedded objects, abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My tire depth can be no lower than 4/32 tread depth. No uneven wear or missing tread. I'm checking my valve stem. It is securely mounted. There are no leaks and the cap is present. I would check my air pressure with a gauge or thump with mallet. I'm checking my lug nuts for tightness using a lug wrench or I'm twisting by hand. No cracked or distorted holes. No rust is present and none missing. My hub oiler is at the proper level. No leaks, cracks, or breaks. I'm checking my driver's side and rear. Mirror brackets are securely mounted, not damaged. My doors open and close freely and latches securely. No cracked or broken windows. Hinges are not cracked. My fuel tank is securely mounted. Cap is present and tight with no leaks from cap or tank. And I will look underneath to see if there is a leak. Side marker lenses, they are secure, no cracked or broken, and they are amber in color. My catwalk steps are securely mounted, free of loose items. My drive shaft and U-joints are securely mounted, no damage or missing parts, no debris. My exhaust system is secure. There's no rust, holes, dents, missing caps, no leaks. My frame, there are no bends, cracks, or welds along the entire length of vehicle. No broken or missing cross members. Look down the entire length of the vehicle. At the end, Specify no missing cross members. My front and rear suspension. My front and rear torque arms are secure mounting. No damage, no missing or damaged bushings. My front and rear spring hangers for secure mounting and no damage. No missing nuts or bolts. My front and rear spring stacks are in proper alignment. No cracked or broken or missing springs. No welds. My U-bolts are securely mounted. There is no cracked or missing nuts or bolts. My air mounts are secure. No cracks or breaks. No missing nuts or bolts. My airbags have no cuts, tears, or leaks. My shock absorbers are securely mounted. No dents and no leaks. My front drive axle. My brake hoses are secure. No abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My brake chamber is secure. No cracks, dents, or leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod are securely. Specify if it is service or spring brakes. My brake linings have no cracked or missing parts, not worn dangerously thin. My brake drum, no cracks or missing parts, no non-factory welds. Drum linings, there are no grease or oil. My wheel assemblies, both wheel rims for bends, dents, cracks, no non-factory welds. I check both my tire sidewalls for embedded objects, abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Both my tire treads, minimum 2/32 inch tread depth, no uneven wear or missing tread. I check in between both my duals for no foreign objects, no gap where the wheels meet. I check both my valve stems. They're securely mounted, no leaks. My cap is present. I would check with the air gauge or thump with mallet. My lug nuts, I would check for tightness using a lug wrench or twisting by hand. There are no cracks, distorted holes, no rust present, none missing. My axle seals, there are no cracks, distortions, no leaks. My drive axle, check my brake hoses, they are secure, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My brake chamber is secure, no cracks, dents, or leaks. Specify, is it service or spring brakes? If it is a service brake, you can have no more than 3/4 to an inch play. If it is spring brake, it is a 90-degree angle to my push rod. My brake linings are not cracked, missing parts, not worn dangerously thin. My brake drum, no cracked or missing parts, no non-factory weld. There is no grease on my brake pads or my brake drums. My wheel assembly. Both wheels for bends, dents, cracks, no non-factory welds. Both tire sidewalls for embedded objects, abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Both tire tread is a minimum 2/32. No uneven wear or missing tread. Between my duals, there are no foreign objects. No gap where my wheel meets. Both valve stems are securely mounted. No leaks, cap is present. I would check my air gauge. I would check my tire pressure with the air gauge or thump with mallet. My lug nuts, I am testing tightness using a lug wrench or twisting by hand. No cracked or distorted holes. No rust present, none missing. My axle seals, there are no cracks, distortion, no leaks. I'm looking at my tractor rear. I'm looking at my splash guards. Are they securely mounted and no damage? Checking the rear of my tractor. My lights, lenses, and reflectors are securely mounted. There's no cracks, broken, or missing, and they are red in color. My coupling system. My air and electric lines are securely mounted. No abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks along the entire length. My air and electric connections at trailer are securely attached. No damage or leaks. My trailer apron, no bends, cracks, or broken areas. My fifth wheel skid plate, securely mounted. No missing pins or bolts and properly lubricated. My apron gap, there is no gap between my apron and fifth wheel skid plate. Platform, no cracks or breaks. Mounting bolts. No cracked or missing bolts. Secure mounting. My fifth wheel jaws are locked around the kingpin. There's no damage. Kingpin is not cracked, broken, or excessively worn. Specify if there is a sliding fifth wheel. If not, move on. If there is, locking pins are fully engaged and no loose or missing parts. My release arm is engaged. And if there is a safety latch, is it engaged over release arm? Check my clearance and make sure it is adequate between the tractor frame and landing gear. I'm checking my trailer front and corner for no cracks, bulges, holes, or missing rivets. My lights, lenses, and reflectors from top to bottom are not cracked, broken, or missing. They are amber in color. My trailer side. Sliding, no cracks, bulges, holes, or missing rivets. Lights, lenses, and reflectors, top and bottom, not cracked, broken, or missing, amber in color. Landing gear is securely mounted, no damage or missing parts, fully raised, operates smoothly, and handle is stowed. Trailer frame, there's no bends, cracks, or missing frame members or cross members. No holes in trailer floor. My tandem slider, if equipped, pins are locked in place and release handle is secured. My front and rear trailer suspension, my front and rear torque arms securely mounted, no damage, no missing or damaged bushings. Front and rear spring hangers are securely mounted, no damage or missing nuts or bolts. Front and rear spring stacks are in proper alignment, no cracked, broken, or missing springs. There are no welds. My U-bolts are securely mounted, no cracked or missing nuts or bolts. I'm checking front tandem axle. My brake hoses are secure, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My brake chamber have no cracks, dents, or leaks. Specify service or spring. Brake linings, no cracked, missing parts, not worn dangerously thin. My brake drum, no cracks, missing parts, no non-factory welds. There are no grease or oil on my brake drums or linings. I am checking my wheel assemblies, both wheels for bends, dents, cracks, non-factory welds. Checking both my tire sidewalls for embedded objects, abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Both tire treads have to be a minimum of 2/30 seconds. No uneven wear or missing tread. I'm checking between my duals for no foreign objects, no gap where wheel meets. Checking both my valve stems securely mounted, no leaks, my caps are present. I check my air pressure with the gauge or thump with mallet. I check my lug nuts for tightness, using lug wrench or twisting by hand. No cracked or distorted holes, no rust, none missing. My hub oiler, proper level, no leaks, no cracks, no breaks. My rear tandem axle, I'm looking for my brake hoses, are secure, no abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. My brake chamber, no cracks, dents, or leaks. Specify service or spring. Brake linings, they are not cracked, there are no missing parts, they are not worn dangerously thin. My brake drums have no cracks or missing parts, no non-factory welds. There are no grease or oil on my drum or linings. Look at my rear brake assembly, both wheel rims for bends, dents, cracked, no non-factory welds. Both my tire sidewalls are secure for no embedded objects, abrasion, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Both my tire tread is no less than 2/30 seconds tread depth. No uneven wear, missing tread. Between duals there are no foreign objects, no gap where wheels meet. Both valve stems securely mounted, no leaks, and my cap is present. I would check my air pressure with a gauge, or I'd thump with a mallet. My lug nuts, I would check for tightness using a wrench or twisting by hand. No cracked or distorted holes, no rust present, none missing. My tractor rear, my clearance, brake, turn, and tail light lenses and reflectors are red, not cracked, broken, or missing. My doors open and close properly, are securely latched, no damage. Hinges are secure, seals are in contact. Hinges are secured, not cracked or broken. Splash guards are securely mounted, no damage. My trailer side door, if equipped. My spare tire rack, if equipped. I move on to my exterior light check. My front, high, low beam headlights, left and rear turn signals, four-way flashers, and clearance lights. I check my tractor marker lights, my turn signals, four-way flashers on both sides, left and right of cab. My tractor rear, left and right turn signals, four-way flashers, tail lights, and brake lights. Trailer front, clearance and marker lights. Trailer left-hand side turn signals, four-way flashers, clearance and marker lights. My trailer rear, left and right turn signals, four-way flashers, tail lights, clearance lights, and brake lights. Finally, I move on to my trailer right side turn signals, four-way flasher, clearance lights, marker lights. My in-cab checks. My seatbelt is securely mounted and properly operational. My fire extinguisher is proper size, type. It is fully charged and it has a current inspection tag. My emergency triangles. There are 3 present and in serviceable condition. My spare fuses, adequate number of types unless equipped with circuit breakers. I will turn key to on position to ensure the ABS light comes on and goes off. I safe start my engine by depress my clutch to an inch of the floor, place shifter into neutral position, and start my engine. Then I will, within 3 to 5 seconds, tell them my oil pressure gauge reaches operating level within 3 to 5 seconds. My coolant temperature gauge is slowly rising. My voltmeter gauge in zone show charging. My air pressure gauge shows the system is building pressure. My windshield is free of cracks or broken glass. There is no obstruction of my view. My mirrors are properly adjusted and no crack or broken glass. My horns. I will test both my city and highway horns for proper operation. My windshield wipers. I will check if there is fluid. The blades are in good condition and proper operation. I will check my heater and my defroster for proper operation. I will do an in-cab check of my lights. First my left turn signal, then my right turn signal, my four-way flashers, my high beams. I will move on to my brake check. Must fully build pressure to govern cutoff before performing. I will perform my trailer parking. Release parking brakes, tug slightly against trailer to ensure holding, reapply parking brake. I will now test my parking brake. Place in low gear, release trailer brakes and tug gently. I will now test my service brake. Leave in gear, release all brakes, move forward approximately 5 miles an hour, apply my service brakes. Tell the instructor they are working condition and not pulling to either side. Leave in gear, turn off engine, turn key back on to position. Do not apply parking brakes. This is very important. Leave in gear. Turn engine off. Do not apply parking brakes. I will perform my leak test. Fully applying the brake pedal and observing there is no more loss than 4 psi in 1 minute. I will check my low air warning pump pressure down to ensure low pressure warning activates no lower than 60 psi. I will do my emergency brake system. Continue pumping down my brake pedal until the emergency brake valves pop off. This should occur no less than 40 psi. Should happen at 30. This should end my pre-trip.